It's your boy Angelo So Savage, man. This is a new one, man. It's another story of child neglect, but this ain't just no child. This is a grown man now. But he was neglected by the stepmama. I want to hear the whole story, man. So tune in.
Connecticut woman accused of imprisoning her 32-year-old stepson for decades. Police say he started a fire and are desperate to break free. Whit Johnson here with the story. Good morning, Whit.
George, good morning. This is a disturbing story here. Police called it a life of captivity and starvation and abuse. The man told authorities he intentionally started the fire at his home and even collapsed to the ground and wouldn't get up because he wanted the fire department to save him, believing that was his only way out.
This morning, harrowing new details of a 32-year-old man now free after allegedly being held captive for decades. His stepmother taken into custody.
This is the worst treatment of humanity that I've ever witnessed.
Last month, authorities in Waterbury, Connecticut, responding to reports of an active fire at 56-year-old Kimberly Sullivan's home, making an alarming discovery.
Here's an adult that was 5'9" and 68 pounds.
According to new court documents, officers came into contact with a man who was extremely emaciated. He told officers he intentionally started the fire in his room on the second floor using a lighter, hand sanitizer, and paper because he wanted his freedom.
There's some physical evidence that was seized from the house that does corroborate the fact that that room did have exterior locks on it.
Sullivan appearing in court Thursday, now out on bail, facing multiple charges, including unlawful restraint, reckless endangerment, assault, and kidnapping. The accuser recounting details of his alleged captivity to authorities, saying he had not bathed in over a year. He was let outside for mere minutes a day, and his diet reduced to 2 sandwiches a day. When asked if he was hungry every day, he stated, "All day, every day, my entire life."
That is an awfully long time for no one to have information about what happened to this young man and why he was out of sight and ultimately became out of mind.
And Sullivan's attorney says she denies all allegations and suggested it was the biological father who dictated how his son was raised. He died last year. According to court documents, the Department of Children and Families did visit the home on a couple of occasions, but those visits stopped years ago after the boy was pulled out of school, guys.
What a horrible story. Yeah. Sounds unbelievable.
Yeah, it was an act of desperation to get out of that house.
All right, Whit. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Man, I'll tell you like this, bro. Shit like this still exists, bro. Stuff like this still exists. It's super sad to see it. I think this man was 32 or something like that. So he's probably mentally underdeveloped, honestly. If you think about it, I believe that he's definitely mentally underdeveloped, but he has some mental capacity because of the fact that he geniusly thought, let me start a fire. Even though it could kill me, it's going to get the fire department here, and I need the police here. That means no technology. He don't know the news. He probably don't know who the president is, but he does know 911, but he can't get access to it. Now, look, he almost killed himself because he's in a room, locked in. He's locked into a room, but he started the fire. That's his only way. That's sad, bro. That's sad because he had to figure that out, man. But that's genius at the same time. You got to light a piece of paper and some hand sanitizer, knowing that it's flammable, and you start that fire up. That's good, man. That she should be charged with attempt murder, too. I'm going to be honest. It might not stick, but still charge her with it. And then you got the lawyers trying to defend that shit. She's sitting there, oh, yeah, she didn't do it. No, she did do it. How you going to blame the daddy? Even if the daddy did it, you co-conspired with him, right? If the dad did it, you co-conspired with the father. Yes, that's true. And you've been doing it for years with him. Then when he died, you continuously did it. This is why y'all should check on your kids, check on your people, and make sure they're doing right. And the people that have done wrong by those kids, hopefully the statute of limitations aren't expired, go prosecute them, even if they're free now. It ain't no forgive and forget. They need to be prosecuted for their actions. This like here is some old folk shit. You don't see young people doing this. You see old heads doing this. Remember back in the day, it was a family of like 8. The mother and the father, they got the kids chained up to the bed. One of the kids slipped out and went to the neighbors, got the police. After years, malnutritioned, uneducated. Come on, bro. Because what these people are doing, they on some slavery shit. They attach you there, lock you in the room, close the windows so nobody don't see you, take away all technology, then what? That's when the state should be getting involved. Like, this person isn't dead. He isn't in school. What's going on? I feel like what Trump needs to really do is put more DCFS officers. Take away the IRS because they wasting their time, and put more DCFS officers and have people search. Hey, we haven't heard from this student in a year. We need to see him and interview him separately. That would make me happy. I would pay into that. I would probably pay my tax money into that. Knowing that the DCFS are people, they go into the house like, hey, where these kids at? We want to see them. Because it ain't no way you telling me that for years this man been eating 2 sandwiches a day. Probably PB&J, G. Come on, man. A grown man. That's why he malnourished. How you 60-something pounds at 5'9"? Bro, that makes me angry because he's weak and he can't fight back. And she probably downstairs eating good as hell, bro. She probably downstairs eating so good. While this man upstairs locked in there, chains on and gates on the door. This is despicable. I don't like to see things like this because these are innocent people that didn't do nothing. This kids, man, you scarred him for life. He can never be normal. This kid can never be normal again. He ain't even a kid no more. You've done this for so long. I think I'm gonna blame the father, which probably initiated, like she probably said. She probably right, but it's also her fault for not stopping it, and it's also her fault for continuously doing it, right? Because you're going to blame the dead man. He died a year ago, and you're still doing it. You should have let him go. Apologize for your action and make sure his health back up and pray he don't tell, because now it looks worse. He had to set a fire. He had to set an arson fire to the crib just so he can be free. Yeah, tell the insurance company that. Boy, they're not covering that. Oh, arson. Oh, we don't cover arson. You started your own fire in your own house. We don't repair that. She needs to go in jail immediately. I would say, fuck it. Give the kid the house. It's his house now. She goes to jail. He takes possession. This is his stepmother. It's not even his real mama. And that's bad for the father to be doing that, man. We don't expect fathers to be doing that to your kid. And I wonder what's his mental capacity with this child, this adult child. Because if he's like special needs or something, bro, even worse. Give him another charge just for that. Just for taking advantage of the special needs. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that. We need to penalize people, bro. But it's your boy Angelo Savage. Please tell me what y'all think in the comment section, man. Have y'all experienced something like this when y'all was younger? Did your mother or grandmama had some type of things? Because, you know, back in the day, man, families used to do stuff like this and thought it was okay. Strip you from all knowledge, keep you from school, you know what I'm saying? And basically leave you in the crib, barely feed you, whoop you, make you do disciplinary actions, you know what I'm saying? And the school never knew. That's why the school, they need to work more to be like, hey, we need to see where these kids at, just to make sure they're safe. That's all. Just a wellness check. We doing wellness check. We need to be doing yearly wellness checks if y'all don't see these kids. They in the system. They alive, right? We need to find out them. It's your boy Angelo Savage, man. Tell me what y'all think in the comment section. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe. It's your boy. Peace.